Vikings win the NFC North. We're going to tell you why. Let's go, baby. All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. As we all know, the Vikings have clinched the NFC North. Improbable victory. What a day. We're just gonna be taking a quick look back. How the hell did this happen? Because going into this season, new coach, a lot of new players. Everyone's thinking either we're gonna suck, maybe we're good, whatever. We got the North. We're gonna talk about why.
Got the North at 11-3 right now. 11-3. Minnesota Vikings bend the knee to us. We are kings of the North. And yeah, we were thinking about we do a huge retrospective, but I think we kind of narrowed it down to like five reasons why we are in the position that we are. Before we get into those, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the vids. We hit 8,300 subscribers. We are working our way to 8,484. Randy Moss, that's what we're shooting for. Also, if you're shooting for a delicious beverage to have at Christmas time, check out Lift Bridge Brewing Company at your local liquor store. Fantastic flavors. Christmas tastes better with the Lift Bridge in your hand.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing worse than being around Christmas with being completely sober. So you got to get a little bit of buzz. Lupagus and I will be hand in hand on Christmas for sure. Can't wait. Already got a fantastic gift from him. It was really nice. Thank you.
I got one from you as well. Thank you very much.
That was quite the moment we had. But speaking of moments, NFC North is ours with plenty of season to go. Let's start with the easy one. Justin Jefferson. Reason number one why the Vikings clinched the North. I mean, it's scary to think what our record would actually be if we did not have Justin Jefferson. I mean, I love KJ Osborne, I love Adam Thielen, but Justin Jefferson, holy shit.
Yeah, someone made a comment yesterday that this is the first time the Vikings offense has gone through a wide receiver since Randy Moss, and it's true. Justin Jefferson, so many clutch grabs, so many huge improbable plays. Looks like he's double covered. Somehow he's the one coming down with the ball. You go look at the Bills game, this miraculous catch he had there to basically get the Vikings in the field goal range if they score, whatever the hell happened there. This guy is so good. He's so good in so many ways. Not only is he good on the field, he brings a ton of energy to the team, gets the fans excited. He is the star. He is our marquee player. Justin Jefferson, we have 11 wins. I'm going to say 9 of those are directly because of you.
Yeah, I mean, he's the Vikings are the sack. Justin Jefferson are the balls. He completes it. He is why they look so beautiful just hanging there. So Justin Jefferson, I mean, put the stats aside. His stats, yeah, they're absolutely fantastic. But these catches he's making are ridiculous. Nobody should be making these catches. Kirk Cousins has no issue throwing him the ball when he's double coverage because he knows he's probably going to catch the damn thing. Justin Jefferson, re-sign this man, 10 years, $18 billion. Great move, Ziggy.
Well, the best part is everybody knows that he's the offense, and they still can't stop him. They can't. There's no recipe to take Justin Jefferson out of the game. You can't do it.
Speaking of recipe, let's go to the man throwing on the ball. Let's go to Kirk O'Chains. I mean, Kirk Cousins, his stats aren't going to wow anybody this year. He's had a couple of big games, no doubt about it, but he's just a different Kirk Cousins. He's not the same. He's the same old soccer dad Kirk Cousins, but on the field, I'm going to fuck you up, Kirk Cousins.
He is. Some of these throws he makes, absolutely unbelievable. The hits he's taken this year, the pressure in his face. He has guys coming all over him almost every other snap, especially over that right guard position. He still makes these throws. I mean, it's insane what he has done this year. And really, there's not enough talk about it. I mean, I know there was preseason hype about him being MVP candidate. That needs to start coming back right now. He's been so good lately. Yeah. Vikings 11-3. Kirk Cousins making clutch throws while facing pressure. This guy just does not get hurt. And let's talk about, he's actually made some plays with his legs too, and he don't slide. Kirk Cousins lowers his shoulder. He delivers the hits. He makes guys get hurt.
You know what I love? Kirk Cousins this year, the best part is he's when the pocket collapses, he's not just taking that sack like we've seen it. I mean, he's moving around. He's getting out of the pocket and still making the throw. And like you said, he's running, but it's just like we've seen in the past where he just gives up. So screw it. I'm sitting down. That is not happening. He's not doing his 2-yard dunk to CJ Ham. He's not doing these stupid ass plays. He is flinging that thing, and he's flinging it well.
Well, and we haven't seen like the meltdown games much. I mean, maybe week 2 against the Eagles, but really, Kirk Cousins every now and then, history with the Vikings, a couple good games in the game where everything would just fall apart for him. He's really limited those bad games this year. Like you said, Kirk Cousins, the chains, it's something to him. He's got a different swagger this year, and swagger is delicious.
All right, let's talk about probably not a very popular topic. Let's go to the defensive side of the ball. I mean, our defense is like just it's that dog shit you pick up in the spring that has been there since like January. It's melted through like 8 layers of snow. It's melting. It's gross. Nobody wants to talk about it. You just want to get rid of it. But they have shown up. They have shown up, and some key players have shown up when it really, really matters.
Yeah, I mean, you look at this defense, and you know we've given Ed Donatell a bunch of shit, but he's been very
deserves it.
He says we get up a lot of yards, but we make plays when we have to make plays, and that has been the story for the Vikings. Look at some of the stuff. Harrison Smith made some big plays. Daniel Hunter's made some big plays. Darius Smith, Harrison Phillips, Eric Kendricks. But you look at like the Cam Dancer strip sack.
Patrick Peterson
intercepting it against the Bills. So they've made these plays late in games that have sealed the deal. Bend and don't break. That's the definition of this unit this year. Hasn't been pretty. Tough to watch sometimes, but when push comes to shove, they make plays.
Yeah, I mean, we should have won these games, a lot of these games by 2 scores. It's just because our defense is so damn bad. But they show up, and they come through in the clutch. I mean, just look at this past game. I mean, what was that second half? Would they get 6 points?
Yeah.
I mean, they showed up. They pulled out their big old balls, and they made some plays. They made some big plays.
And they really weren't that horrible in the first half. They were just really, I mean, they had some very tough field position they had to deal with.
They did. Nobody's giving Ed a pass, though. Ed will probably not be back next year.
Will be gonna tell.
We wish him a happy holiday. Things
happy
are
retirement. No.
All right, let's go to let's go to the X Factor. X Factor time. X Factor.
Yeah,
I've been working on that all week.
Well, yeah, I mean, X Factor with the team is they don't give up. They don't give up. They don't hang their heads. They don't like start yelling at each other on the sidelines. This is a team that's been in so many tough situations, so many close games. They truly believe they will find a way to win this game. And it happens every single week, even the games they've lost, except for the horrible disaster against Dallas and maybe that game against the Eagles. I mean, they always
factor there.
Well, Eagles there could have been. There was some bad plays that weren't completed. But this team it's not over till it's over for this team. They truly believe they'll win every single game, and they found ways to do it. So that is the X factor to this team.
Yeah, it's like somebody sprinkled magical dust on the Vikings before the season started. It says, you know what? We got some big things in store for you because we're winning games that we should not be winning. Biggest comeback in NFL history. The Bills game, you'll never see that ever again. There's just games that we have no right winning, but we're winning them. We're winning them, and that is a beautiful thing to have on your side. And that's what we call it the X Factor, because we couldn't think of anything better to call it.
Well, yeah, you look at it's almost like penance or like being paid for the shit that happened last year where we had big leads and we kept blowing them. Now it's the complete 180 from that. So maybe
this is not Vikings football.
It's not. It's not what we're used to.
Complete opposite of this. Greg Joseph yesterday, who made that game-winning kick in overtime, no Viking kicker will ever make that again. It's just everything's on our side.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I hope it keeps going.
It's gonna, and we're gonna have a huge trophy to hold up at the end, and I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be handing it to Kevin O'Connell.
Speaking of Kevin O'Connell, balls on the screen.
Oh my God! Speaking of Kevin O'Connell, we gotta mention the man in charge, head coach Kevin O'Connell, the master of post-game speeches, the master of just getting this X factor. Kirko, Justin Jefferson, everything, and you got to look at the head coach. You have to.
Flip the culture right around here. You got players now who are having fun. I don't think they dread coming to work anymore. Zimmer, you get stories that he's not saying hi to people in the hallways. There's a lot of tension there. This team truly, they love each other. They want to play for each other. They want everybody to succeed.
Each other.
And it's a whole different vibe with these Vikings, and that is because of what Kevin O'Connell has brought to this team.
Yeah, he's got these guys going bowling, mini golf. I mean, he's just forcing this upon him almost, and it's working. It's working. I mean, after the game, he's like choking up, telling them how much he loves them. And you know what? I'm assuming players feed off of that shit because it shows on the field. And Kevin O'Connell, he's here for the long run. I mean, I know we got some years ahead of us with some gross contracts, some veterans possibly going on, but this man, get used to him because he is a fantastic coach, and that is a big reason why we won the North.
Absolutely. And you see him, before games, everybody stretching out. He's going around shaking their hands. How you feeling today? Doing all this shit, getting in there. So I think the players truly know that he does love them. I mean, he cares for his players. It shows. And I think these players care for each other. And this is why this team is 11-3.
He's probably like the junior high JV type where you have that ref, old Freddie K, and then after the game, he's all of a sudden you look over and he's showering with you. It's like you shouldn't be showering with us, but
Freddie
he is,
K.
and he's just having a blast doing it. He just wants to be one of the boys.
Freddie K also peed without holding his dick. He put his hand on his hips.
That's actually should be at the circus for that thing. Should be at the circus. Those are the 5 reasons why the Vikings won the North. That's right. We are winners of the North, baby.
Absolutely. We'll be back tomorrow. Maybe look at the playoff picture. Definitely have videos this week as we prepare for the Giants on Christmas Eve. But until then, remember this. The girl who voiced Caillou died at the age of 17.